Hi YouTube, it's time for episode 2 of my Wreck This Journal, and so I'm just going to go through the pages that I've done since the last episode. And so let's just get right into it. So the first page I did, if I can find it, there it is. I dog-eared the pages. I'll get to that in a minute, but I'll just undog-ear them so you can see. The prompt on this page was fill this page with circles, or these pages I guess, so I just drew circles in pencil all over the page, or I traced them using, I think, the lid from a mason jar or something like that, and used Zentangle, drew all these sorts of tangles in each of the, between the lines, and so basically almost the entire page was covered. Not quite the entire page, but everything that was inside a circle ended up getting doodled in. I really like, despite the fact that I messed up on a few of the tangles, I really like how this turned out. I don't know if you can see, but like right here there are a few places where I've got some oil paint on there because on this page, because you can't really tell. There's some right there. Because I used oil paint on it. Here's some more on another page, and it got into my fingers and then got onto this page. And so that was an accident, but it happens. I probably shouldn't have used oil paints. I'll probably cover that with like packing tape or something so it doesn't get everywhere like it has so far. The next page, you can really see the oil paints on this page. The prompt was write one word over and over. I had originally planned on writing it in ink and 2 different colors of ink. This is my word of the year, which is lift. So I just wrote that word over and over in watercolor pencil, and then wet a paper towel and sort of just rubbed the wet paper towel all over this page to give it sort of a washed effect. I don't really like how it turned out as much as I would have if it had been pen, and so next time I'll know. And so let's so this page is actually the last page I decorated, but I just wanted to, the prompt was doodle over the top of the cover, the title page, the instructions, and the copyright page. So I did all this. I did all of the front matter of this journal. And so let's just go through it. First, I decorated the cover, front, spine, back, not really a spine, but we'll get to that later. Basically, I just covered it with some washi tape, stamps, different embellishments, and then I covered the stickers. Then I covered everything with packing tape because I know stickers and washi tapes and anything you glue on, they have a tendency to want to come off. And so I just wanted to keep that from happening. And so inside the cover I just lettered the phrase, do your best by accident. I thought that was a good theme for this journal. And then the title page here, I just doodled around the words and drew lines and stuff, and then journaled a bit on top about different things I want to wreck in this process. And then copyright page, just use some watercolors here on these 2 pages. This were actually just real watercolor paints. Really looks kind of smudgy, but I don't know. I was just kind of messing with it, just having fun, not really trying to create like a perfect piece of art or anything. And these were watercolor crayons, maybe pencils, I'm not sure. Okay, so on this page, I just found some different flowers to use as embellishments, and used 2 of my Faber-Castell artist pit pens, one to draw lines over each of the flowers, and then another to sort of a journal. As I said, my word of the year is lift, so I journaled the different things I wanted to lift. And then on this page, and I'm just going to hide my address, but you can sort of see, I just drew like a really bad version of a cityscape, just a bunch of city buildings with windows, different colors. I use my pins to do this, and so I don't know, I just thought that was kind of fun to do. And the instruction pages, still where I used the Sharpie, it still goes through. It didn't get properly covered up. This was done with like just normal Crayola colored pencils and then watercolor pencils. And I just, again, used a paper towel, wet it, and then just spread the watercolor over this. I used here Distress ink, my Distress ink pad, and I covered the entire page. I actually filled it with again, I put the ink on a paper towel and then rubbed the paper towel over the entire page. Just get it sort of the color I wanted to. And this is where I use the oil paints. First I used the, I believe it was watercolor crayons on this page. Got a paper towel wet again, my go-to thing to do, and then just wet the entire page. And then I had this brilliant idea to use black oil paints to sort of embellish around the page with polka dots, just because I thought it would look, I don't know. I don't know why I did it, to be honest, and it was probably not a good idea, but I'm probably going to end up covering this with packing tape just to prevent that from spreading and getting other places. And then I don't know if I showed you the add your own page numbers page, but I just sort of decorated it a little bit with colored pencils. Doesn't really look like much. I just wanted to do something with this page. And so that is the progress I have made in my Wreck This journal so far. And so I really want to show you guys my progress of making a page one of these days. So I think I might do that in the next episode. I don't know. I'm just making sure right now, flipping through it, making sure I've showed you everything. Well, I'll go back to this page real quick so I can explain some things. Like, I did this very last after I finished all the front matter, just because I did everything it said, and then I decorated it using my Distress stain. I basically colored this entire page with my Distress stain. And then on this, I put some on a paper towel, rubbed it over there, put some Distress stain on a couple stamps, stamped them, put the pages together to sort of get some smudging. I don't know what I was thinking. And then I put a quote down from Apollo 13. That's it. Not my favorite movie quote, but I thought it was a good quote to explain a good definition of creativity. It says, "I don't care what it was designed to do. I care about what it can do." If you've seen Apollo 13, it really makes sense in the context of the movie, but this quote and what I was trying to say really has nothing to do with that movie. So that is it for this episode of my Wreck This journal series. Hopefully I'll be here with another episode in a few days. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!